Welcome to the third VRA podcast episode. In this ramble, we're going to discuss just some general progress that's been made in VRA, some of the milestones we're working towards, and then things that I'm personally excited about on the horizon. I'd like to start first, though, by thanking a few people. My Patreon supporters, Frosty and Enraged Strings. Thanks, guys, for helping me out. You guys help me upgrade my gear and give me just a little bit of that capital that I need to purchase merch to sell or flight sim gear to refurbish and offer to people to get them into flight simulation. Thanks to Stagman NZ, Operative Peanut, and Graham. You guys have supported me in various other ways, such as server hosting for DCS, intellectual mentorship and guidance, moral support, pushing me to pursue more self-learning about things technical and aviation-wise, or providing graphic design, thank you Peanut, just to help the VRA brand look a little bit more professional. Alright, into the meat of this ramble. Since the last podcast, Quest software is upgraded to version 64 as of the 8th of April. It also went through a version 63 from the 5th of March. And now that we're early May, I'm anticipating that there's another update out this week, if not already out this weekend. I've been experimenting a bit with the Quest 2 being plugged in versus wireless to the PC. I've definitely noticed a significant increase in performance when it's plugged in, and I'm only using a USB-C cable to a USB-A adapter. Now, this is only something I'm pursuing due to how passionate I am trying to find the most immersive commercial flight sim solution I possibly can with the finances that I currently have available. So if you'd like to help fund this pursuit, consider becoming a Patreon supporter by using that link in the description or donating flight sim gear to me to trial and review. Alternatively, if you'd like to sponsor a podcast, please reach out to me on Instagram at Virtual Reality Action or find the social link in the description. Other developments that have caught my eye are the Winwing flight sim pedals that are on the market now. They look pretty good. Whilst I haven't tried them, I'd love to see how they feel to fly with using both the motion damper and without. In the air, this would be most important to helicopter pilots and those operating single-engine turboprops or World War II fighters like the Spitfire and the Messerschmitt. It'd probably also come in handy with multi-engine aircraft that experience engine failure to put in the right amount of yaw that you need to compensate for the failed engine. Otherwise, I'm currently looking for a set of rudder pedals to go into my F-15E Strike Eagle Wizzo flight deck. But without having access to a set of the new Winwing pedals, I'll be looking for a good deal on a set of the Thrustmaster TPR Pendula pedals. So that's what I've got in my main flight deck, VRA-01, and I really love how real they feel. Using that as a segue onto the topic of Thrustmaster, I've revived a Thrustmaster Warthog throttle quadrant. It was actually the very first one that I bought, and my heart broke when it broke. I was taking apart my PC for cleaning one day, and after reassembly and reinstalling it, hit the power button, the throttle's backlighting lit up for a moment and then just extinguished. Now, normally what happens is the lights will flash once and then continuously illuminate, but it didn't happen this time. Tried plugging it into different ports, used my second PC as well, but it would only show up as an unknown device with an error on the Windows devices list. I contacted Thrustmaster with an email, to which they responded within a day, so kudos to them for that. Now, what I'll also add is this happened a few years ago, and I was a new father trying to figure out how to keep a little human alive, so I may have neglected to respond. But what I did do was follow up with their troubleshooting steps, which still yielded no results. So I just left it at that time. I had a spare Cytec X56 throttle, so just installed that for the time being, but it just wasn't the same. Fast forward to a month or so ago, opened up a box of gear that Craig from the Aviator Experience, thank you Craig, had given me so that I could brush them up, put them to use. In the box was a Warthog throttle that was missing the pinky switch and the flap switch cover, and a lot of the other switches were quite badly corroded. However, on inspection of the internal components, the printed circuit boards, or PCBs, were in quite good condition. I'd suspected that it was the PCB that distributes power from the USB cable that was faulty, so I swapped them over, reassembled it, plugged it in, and to my delight, I have an operational Warthog throttle again. One thing I would like to pursue, if Thrustmaster will entertain the idea, is to become a certified Thrustmaster Flight Simulator accessories refurbishing outfit. So Thrustmaster, if you're listening to this and you're appalled at my behavior, please reach out to me so we can discuss some kind of partnership and work together. Alright, on to stuff on the horizon that excites me. The VRA brand is growing. We've got 646 followers on Instagram, and I get some good messages there to discuss business, content creation, and some technical support questions. These are awesome. They challenge me, help me grow, so please continue to engage with me on Instagram. YouTube has 98 subscribers, so almost 100. I've got a video or two in the pipeline, so go subscribe, set notifications to on at the bell so that you get alerted to when those come out. The Discord server is also growing. We now have 75 members there. Discord's where the VRA community gets served the most by me, I feel. I love the memes, the food and coffee pics, aircraft photography, and most of all the discussion about how to improve our simulators to get the most immersive flight simulation experience possible. And on top of that, there's also the DCS VRA training server, a dedicated server to allow anyone to fly in DCS together, whether they're just trying the DCS free content or flying paid modules. My intent is for it to be an available training area for anyone that wants to have a go in a multiplayer environment with no judgment. With the exception of unsolicited team killings, that's definitely a no-go. Alright, well that is the last of the meat in this episode. Thanks again to everyone who supports VRA in one way or another. If you want to support VRA, you can become a Patreon supporter, follow on Instagram, subscribe on YouTube using the links below, or purchase a VRA morale patch. Flick me a message and we can suss it out. If you're a flight sim or virtual reality accessories business that would like something reviewed or would like to discuss an affiliate or sponsorship deal, please get in touch with me on Instagram. Or if you're just someone that wants to sponsor a podcast, again, just message me on Instagram. All right, that's us done for this episode of the VRA podcast. Catch you all later and stay safe. VRA01 out.